All right, 1997 Porsche Boxter convertible, red, black top, 58,497 miles. We're going to go for a little spin. This is selling on June 1st, 2025. I'm Brad Ward with Ward's Auctions. This is a preview. You can come and see this live, kick the tires as it were, metaphorically of course, on May 28th, we're going to call it, 29th, on the Friday, whichever is the Friday, from 4 o'clock until 8 o'clock, 11802 145 Street, Northwest Edmonton, wardsauctions.com. I'll go for a little spin. I mean, it is a beautiful time of year to buy a convertible, right at the beginning of summer, the end of spring, and just have all kinds of summer fun. Not sure how far away that microphone will record, but we may as well give it a little test while we cruise around the back roads here. We're about, I don't know, a block and a half away now. This is way of just a test of the microphone, see how that works out. So June 1st, 2025. That's gorgeous, 1997 Boxster convertible could be yours. Take it home on the Monday after and enjoy yourself a convertible. All right, this little baby is purring like a kitten, purring like a Porsche should, and it's the perfect time of year to be buying a car that is a red convertible with a black top. Cruise around the streets, get out on the highway, and do some Sunday driving. And it is a dream. It fits like a glove. It's a dream to drive. Comes from a good home too, as a matter of fact. I know the people that consigned it. They are proper car and bike people, so that gives you the little extra assurance of maintenance, the storage, and that sort of thing. I mentioned earlier 58,498 miles, and nicely stored, of course, not sitting around the back alley at some sketchy hood. See if we can get out to an area that's got a little bit of space. Wind her up. What a fun thing to drive. I could do this all summer. She is a hoot, an absolute hoot. So this is just one of many lots in the auction, obviously. It is literally a 4-session auction. The day one is a ton of alcohol. Now there's a whole bunch of estate pieces like you often see us having with vintage scotches and wines and all that sort of thing. And then there's also a bankruptcy or a receivership of a liquor store. And so there is probably, I don't even know, there's thousands of bottles, because some of the lots, there's 1,000 lots or more, and some of those lots have 6 bottles of wine in them, or that sort of a thing. Many of them like 4 or 6. So there's thousands of bottles of alcohol selling on the Friday. That's before the viewing. And then on the Saturday we have, which is the 31st of, so the viewing is actually on the 30th. The 31st of May, you have the artwork, John Zupan. It's actually from the family. Just a terrific pile of stuff, hundreds of pieces for that, and then some other guest consigners inside in that as well. And then after the artwork, there's tools. So talk about different ends of the spectrum. You got tools selling. There's woodworking tools. There's mechanic tools, including Snap-on. There's some. You just have to have a look at it. And again, everything's at wardsauctions.com. Then on the Sunday, you have the mixed bag of estate items, including this Porsche. And then you've got jewelry, you've got artwork, you've got like over 70 guitars and violins, mostly from one person, but there's some other pieces that mixed into there, guest consigners for a term. There is modern and antique furniture. There is a terrific collection of antique walking sticks. There is signed autograph items like for Alistair Sims. So if you like the only true version of A Christmas Carol, you'll love that. And what else have we got? Too many ahs in that sentence. Got to go back to Toastmasters and get that beat out of me. There's a whole pile of loose gemstones. There's got to be 20 of them or so. They have little certificates, and there's some nice big ones. Stuff you can do pendants with, brooches. Obviously, there's some smaller ones too. You can do some stuff with, like earrings, that sort of a thing. But the nice meatier ones are great for investment or for doing pendants, which is often, something you're looking for a stone big enough for that, and this is an opportunity to get those. So there's a whack of those. There is some eclectic things like comic books and figures and that sort of a pop culture sort of things. That's not my forte, so I can't even rattle on what there is. Obviously, you can see it in the bidding galleries, wardsauctions.com, and follow the links. You can see it in person. At the beginning of the video, I said the wrong date. The viewing is the 30th of May, and that's from 4 o'clock until 8 o'clock, 11802 145 Street, Northwest Edmonton. The office is 780-451-4549 if you would like to reach somebody. Plus, it'll be down below in the description, your addresses and websites and all that good stuff. 4 o'clock till 8 o'clock, come and have a view. By then, all the alcohol will have been sold, because you don't really need to view that. It's pretty straightforward. And you can pick your alcohol up. So if you bid on alcohol and you were high bidder and successful, during the viewing on the Friday, you can come and pay for those items and pick them up, which takes the pressure off having to pick up your other stuff later on, and then and you can still bid on, of course, afterwards, and come back on Monday and pay more bills and pick up more items. There is no pickup on the weekend as such. Monday we're open noon till 7, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday 10 till 5 for your pickup, and obviously pay your bills.